Good morning. Today's video, you guys, is going to be my banana bread. It's super good. I actually went online and Googled the best banana bread recipe, and Joy's banana bread came up. It was super easy. 1 egg, half a stick of butter, 3 bananas, sugar, and flour. A little bit of salt and baking soda. So I've got the ingredients here. I'm going to show you how I do like the easiest banana bread ever, and it is so good. So stay tuned. So here we go. I'll show you how I do my banana bread.
Okay, I use a loaf pan about this size, and I'm going to spray it with Pam. I like the baking kind of tastes like butter or cake. You want to get the sides real good. Set that aside, and you're going to preheat your oven to 325. The recipe calls for 3 large size bananas. I have 4 small size. I usually do the Walmart delivery, so I get what they give me.
You kind of want your bananas ripe. You do not want them hard. You want them as soft as they can be. So usually this is what I do when the bananas are sitting there on the shelf and it's about time to throw them away. Plus, you want to make sure that you keep all your banana peels and put them in water and use that water to water your plants every now and again. They love banana water, potassium. So here we go.
I use a fork to smash up all the bananas. You want it almost to a liquid. You'll have more time to smash them once you add the sugar and butter and egg. Now the recipe calls for 1 cup of granulated sugar. I have been off like a little bit. Like I've been short sugar before just by a little, and this recipe is pretty forgiving. Like I said, I use 4 bananas in here. It calls for 3. You just basically want your mixture to be moist once you add the flour and stuff. All right, 1 egg, and I believe I have a stick of butter, 4 tablespoons. Yep. And you're going to melt your butter. I just put mine in like a little measuring cup, and I will melt that. So in here I have my bananas, 1 egg, 1 cup of sugar, and then while my butter is in the microwave, I'm going to pour out 1.5 cups of flour. And I have made this recipe so much that I know how to do this. Like I can do it pretty quickly when I get home from school or before work or something. The only bad thing is you need an hour in the oven. 1 teaspoon of baking soda. And you're going to want to make sure that that's mixed in the flour really well. So you just have baking soda and flour. 1.5 cups and 1 teaspoon. And then you're going to set the dry stuff aside. There's my butter. So I'm going to add that to the bananas. And then we're going to mix it up. I use salted butter. The recipe calls for salt at the end, at the very end, and I don't put as much salt in because I am using salted butter. I also use the salted butter for my Rice Krispie treats, so I use salted butter quite often. I never did growing up. Like, I didn't even know there was such a thing. But I'm glad I found it because I do like the salted butter. Okay, so the wet stuff is mixed. And now we're going to mix in just a little bit of flour. And like I said, you're going to just make sure that it's blended enough. I've made this recipe a lot and it always turns out. You could add nuts to this mixture too if you are a person that likes the walnuts. We, however, do not, and I know quite a few people who have nut allergies, so we don't typically cook with nuts. Okay, so there's my half a teaspoon of salt. That's up to you. I think the recipe calls for a whole teaspoon. I think it's a little too salty. I don't like using that much salt, so I use about a half a teaspoon. And you put that in at the very end. You're going to mix it up and pour it in your pan. I usually spread out the top like this a little bit. I like it cooked more evenly. Clean that off or it'll just be burnt to my pan. All right, we're going to put it in the oven and we're going to do it for 1 hour. It's done. So what I'm going to do is turn the oven off. I'm going to check it, make sure that it looks okay, but I keep it in the oven as the oven cools. My oven is off, but I keep it in there while it cools. I'll pull it out in about 20 minutes and then I just kind of sit it on the stove. Okay, you guys, it's all done. It looks amazing. I'm going to put it on this plate. We'll try it. Look delicious. So good. So good. Yum, it's so good, you guys. I appreciate you watching. Make sure that you like, subscribe. Smoky. And some banana bread. Yum. Let me know what you guys think.